Hey y'all, welcome back.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Tom, and we're RV Texas, y'all.
Today we're at Yawa Creek Park, which is a Corps of Engineer park on Lake Somerville in Central Texas.
Yeah, so stick around while we show you around Yawa Creek Park. Alright, checking into 41 Langland. No, this is our first time here. And if you have a trail map, we'd like one of those too, please. Thank you.
So today we're going to take in the Yawa Creek Nature Trail. This is the only hiking trail in the park, but you'll find it between the two camping loops right across from the area where you can get in the water. And they have actual trail maps at the front gate that also tells you what you'll see along the way. It's 1.5 miles, so let's go check it out.
Okay, so right away on the trail, what I love is they label what you're looking at. And this big, huge, beautiful tree, and I'm probably dark because it's shaded. It's a mockernut hickory. Never heard of that before, but I've seen one now. It's pretty cool. We love it when they kind of define these things for us and you know what you're looking at. That's really cool.
So at Rocky Creek Park, which we just came from, a neighboring Corps of Engineer park, I believe all the trails there were hiking and biking. Here at Yawa, it's foot traffic only, so no bicycles or anything, just your feet.
Wow, now that was cool. A couple deer on the trail. You know, we have seen a lot of deer at this park. It's been really cool. You know, that's the stuff we love when you get out in nature and when there's not as many folks in the park, which is interesting with this park. During the week, you can probably get reservations even during the summer because it's not crowded at all during the week. Now on the weekends, this place is packed. I mean, capacity. So if you can get out during the week, you can probably experience this park at any time. Yep. You know, as we drove into this park, what's pretty interesting is it's a gatehouse that you come to.
Yeah, and that's how Rocky Creek was too. So maybe that's common with the Corps parks. But yeah, there's a gatehouse with a closed gate, and you pay your fee or you show your tag that shows you're staying here. And they open the gate to let you in. Real friendly folks.
Nice and secure. We really like that. But don't try to come in after 10 o'clock.
No, the gate is actually locked from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. every night, and there is no entrance during that time. So if you are coming in late, you need to get here before 10 o'clock. At night, if you are out exploring during the day, if you're camping, you need to be back before 10 o'clock at night, or you will find yourself out for the evening.
now, if you have an emergency in the middle of the night, need to go to the hospital or something, you can get in. You can get out of the park. There is a gate that'll go out.
Yes.
Just no gates coming in.
Right.
So, and I'm sure if you called 911, the gatekeepers, they actually are right there. They live in the park. and their RV is parked literally 50 feet from the gate.
Right.
So they probably can get in, but it is good to know you don't want to get caught out after 10 o'clock.
It's good security.
Yeah, it is.
So on the trail, you come to the beginning of a loop. It's a fork in the road, and you can go left and come out right, or right and come out left. But it all will bring you back to the same place. Here's another one of these signs. This is an eastern red cedar. You see a lot of cedar trees in certain parts of Texas, and they do have benches at different points throughout this trail, which is always nice. So here at Yawa, they have both tent and RV camping. They all share the same sites. You've got 30 amp and 50 amp. There are some tent specific sites as well, but this is a very walkable park. It's not huge, so you can easily from any of those sites get to anything within the park.
Yeah, that's for sure. It definitely is not big, but it's got a lot packed into a small package.
Yeah, it really does. All of the sites that we've seen are in good shape.
Any size rigs.
Any size rig can fit, yes, and that's important. We saw a triple axle toy hauler fifth wheel come in and park without a problem. We've seen some big motorhomes. So you don't have to worry about having a big rig. You can come to Yawa.
Yeah.
Now this brings back memories. My grandma had chinaberry trees in her yard. So every time I see a chinaberry tree, I think of Meemaw Polly. And here it is. That's one of the few trees that I know on site because of her.
Well, let's talk about the water sports here.
Oh my gosh, yes.
This park is really built around this lake, Lake Somerville, and you can bring your boat.
Yep.
Because there is a boat launch.
Yeah, there's actually 2 boat launches side by side.
Yep.
So 2 folks can use at the same time.
And there's, you can bring jet skis, obviously, and kayaks and everything. However, this park doesn't rent any of that.
Right,
stuff.
You need to bring whatever you want to use with you. But you can also fish. There's a small fishing pier. You can fish off the bank. You can go out on your boat and fish. But you do have to have a fishing license if you're going to do that.
Yep, and there's also a beach area too.
Yep.
Pretty much that people can hang out and swim there, and but again, no lifeguard on duty or anything. Right. Swim at your own risk. Parts
of Lake Somerville are really shallow, especially when you get up next to the shore in a lot of places. And then toward the middle of the lake, depending on, you know, how things are going, it can get pretty deep. So you want to be careful because there are some drop-offs in some areas. It's very sandy, so the sand shifts under the water. And this lake, the lake levels change a lot depending on the rain upriver.
Yeah.
So something to be aware of.
And the boating here is awesome. I mean, it's awesome. And we got, you know, Stacy and I got a chance to go boating, and that's awesome. That's a rarity for us. Thanks again to Ronnie and Shirley for coming back and taking us out, because that was a heck of a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, yes it was. And they knew all the fishing spots. They've been coming out here and fishing for years.
And we caught fish.
Yes, we did. Woo!
So that was, and we had to clean fish, but they taught me how to do it.
That is one thing though. They interestingly don't have a fish cleaning station here in the park.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised at that. That there were 2 things about the park I was a little surprised about. No fish cleaning station, especially when fishing is such a big part of this. Mm-hmm. And the other is the dumpsters to throw your trash is like way away. And so you pretty much, when you take your trash, we'd put it on top of the hood of the Jeep and drive it over.
But you know what? I have a theory on that. I think because so many folks fish here, they keep the dumpsters away from all of the camping areas, just so if folks do dump the remains of the fish that they've cleaned
well, they
in the
have
dumpster,
to.
Yes, you don't smell it.
Well, that's a good point.
So
Yeah,
you
maybe
can't
that's
argue
it.
with that.
Can't argue with that. There are 2 bathhouses, 1 in each camping loop.
Yep, and so that's really convenient. We didn't use them because we don't need them.
We don't need them.
We can go in a week. We stayed here a week. We can easily go a week with our tanks and not have to drive to the dump station. So we just used our own facilities. But they are open. So if that's something that you need to use, they're available for you.
Yep.
Wow, you know what always is so interesting about these trails and these parks is you'll be walking along and then all of a sudden the terrain just completely changes. The view looks completely different here than it did 100 yards back. So overall, too, this trail, even though there's only one hiking trail, it is 1.5 miles, and it's in really good shape. Now, we did come across one bridge that needs some repair, but we were able to make it across. As far as accessibility, yeah, you know, it's not bad, but anyone who really has issues getting around probably will want to skip most of this, mostly because of the bridge that needs repair. And they do have some rocks and things on some of their other bridges, I guess to keep the bikes off of the trail. You kind of have to step over them, which is interesting. So welcome to our campsite here at Yawa Creek Park on Lake Somerville. This is site number 41. And though we don't face the water, we can see the water from a couple of different directions. And we have a meadow that wraps around behind us that has been full of deer in the mornings, evenings, and sometimes during the day. So that's been fun to watch. The shade has been tremendous. We've really enjoyed that. This is a 30 and 50 amp electric site with water. The dump stations are 2 dump stations in the park, both of them just a little ways that way toward the entrance to the park. We have another great grill, and Tom has cooked out on that all week, so we hadn't even had to pull out any of our outdoor cooking gear because this is taking care of everything we need. We have a campfire ring in the back. And of course, our picnic table. And yeah, look at the shade. We have trees on both sides and behind us. So we've had shade all throughout the day. It's been fantastic. So we hope you enjoyed this little visit to Yawa Creek Park on Lake Somerville. We've really enjoyed it and we'll definitely come back. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already joined us for the fun, and we'll see you next time. Safe travels and happy camping. Bye.